I went vegan and last November, 2015, and I was sitting downstairs with my mom, and we were having a conversation. And I said, "Mom, do you know that they do this? The cows, they hang them upside down, and they kill them in front of their friends, in front of their brothers and sisters." And she said, "What? No way." I said, "Yeah." And I said, "And they stick the chickens in these holes, and they cook them like they're nothing." And then I spoke. I said, "Hold on, I cannot be the human rights activist that I am and still do this to animals." And she said, "Well, whatever." And I said, "I'm going to go vegetarian." So the next day I wake up and we have a roast dinner, and I eat my potatoes and my vegetables and my gravy, and they're having the flesh, and I go, whatever, I don't want to be part of it anymore. And I watch Cowspiracy, and Cowspiracy says, well, if you consume milk and you consume eggs and etc., then you're destroying the planet. And this is our planet and we only have to look after it. And I said, that makes sense. So I went vegan, and on the space of 2 days, and it was a huge rush. Within a month, spiritually and physically, I was empowered. I was in control of my life because I was no longer embracing a lie, embracing a dishonesty. Instead, I was aligning my values and my actions as one. And that is what vegan means to me, and it's become a very big part of my life. And in a world of 7 billion people, no longer do I feel alone, because I feel a connection to the community, to the animals. And that is my motivation to stay vegan and to become even more of a better activist and a better person, because there are billions, trillions of sentient beings that need our help, crying out for us, and they have a voice, but we don't need to be their voice. We need to break down the walls that stop their voice from getting through to our society, because that wall is very big, and it's up to us as the human race to break that wall down. It's our moral responsibility. We build it and we break it, and that's what I believe. Every form of activism is effective. As long as you've got your ass off your seat and your feet on the street, that's effective. If you're doing it to good use, if you're helping someone. Bearing witness is a special kind of thing. So bearing witness isn't necessarily going to end slaughterhouses. It isn't necessarily going to improve the welfare of these animals. But what it will do is, it will plant the seeds, because we've got police on our side, we've got the public on our side, and hell, we've even got people in the slaughterhouse on our side. Now, what we're doing is nothing brave. What we're doing is something humane. People talk about ethical and humane meat. There is no such thing as ethical and humane mistreatment of a life. But there is such thing as ethical and humane social action. And when you're outside and you're talking to them, they look in your eyes, and you have that connection, and they say, "Why are you doing this to me? Why are you carrying me this way?" And I don't have an answer for them. But you know what? We will have an answer, and the answer will be abolition. And I will be alive to see it, goddammit. And bearing witness reminds me of that every day. And because they are my hope, they fight. Whether 6 months or 5 years old, doesn't matter how long, whether they've been in a sickness for all their life, they keep on fighting, and they keep on struggling. And there's nothing in my life that is more of a struggle than what they go through. So bearing witness, it helps me as a person. And it should be able to make the world realize that no matter what you're going through, your human privilege, which you do have, whether you like it or not, you need to realize that, and you need to defeat your ego and realize that you have a responsibility to do something for them. Because when you see them in that cage, when you see them dairy and frothing from the mouth like a meth addict, then you have to do something. Because if that was your child, if that was your 6-month child, you would expect someone to stand up for them. In Manchester, in the UK, we were starting a UK Save movement, because it's the same everywhere. But in Toronto, this is the same, and I must say, never before have I seen such a tight-knit community outside of our own. I've been to many places in Europe and America, and I've never seen a community as tight as the one in Toronto, and I aspire to create that community. And I believe that if more people create that community, the better change it will be. I know it's cheesy, I know it's overused, but united, we stand. Divided, we fall. It's true, and it doesn't matter what your methods are, what you like, what you dislike. Everyone here has the same objective, and they've been very proud to be part of this community and be part of the vegan movement. It's very empowering.